Okay, so I'm going to do another video here, and this one's going to be finding mass percent from chemical formulae, and I'm going to go back and forth between these two. I think I can work nicely with this side by side with my notes. Okay, so remembering that mass percent, any percent really, is always going to be a part per whole, okay? And if it's a mass percent, it's going to be, the part is going to be in grams, and the whole is going to be in grams, right? So our job is to find out the mass of the part, what the part is, then find the mass of the part, what the whole is, and the mass of the whole. And then, of course, we're going to change its form by multiplying by 100%, okay? So let's go look at this. Calculate the mass percent of phosphorus in calcium phosphate, okay? So the mass percent of phosphorus, the phosphorus is going to be the part. So what I'm going to be looking for is the grams of phosphorus and the grams of calcium phosphate. And so it looks like it's that, PO4, 2. And this is pretty ugly, but the fact that I've got myself a template there, the grams of phosphorus, and it looks like there's 2 phosphorus for every 1 mole of that stuff, right? So there's 2 phosphorus atoms if there was, if you could consider that as a molecule. And then in the end, we'll take that and multiply it by 100% to change the form of it to a percent, and we'll be done. All right, so let's go to our calculator. First of all, I'm going to find the molar mass of calcium phosphate. Let's suppose we have 1 mole of each, okay? This will make it really simple. Let's suppose that we have, well, if we have 1 mole of that stuff down there, we'll have 2 moles, right, of this stuff. And this will make it really simple. If that's just an assumption I'm going to make every time, is I've got 1 mole of this stuff down here. All right, so if that's the case, let's go over to calcium phosphate. And it's 3, how do you spell 3? 3 times calcium plus, looks like it's 2, well, I'm going to do 2, I'm going to do 2 times, I'm going to do my phosphate inside here, okay? So it'll be phosphate, or phosphorus, plus 4 times oxygen, right? And it's going to give us 310. Store. It's my calculator. Okay. I'm a little nervous about this. Let's just check it, just in case. Okay. Let's go back over here to the periodic table. Calcium is about 40. Okay. So it ought to be 3 times 40 plus 2 times phosphorus. And what I did was I said 2 times, and I did that phosphate in the middle, right? 2 times, and then phosphorus is, what's phosphorus? It's 31. 31 plus 4 times, and oxygen, I remember that, I do this one all the time, is 16. Okay, so 3 times 40 is 120, plus 2 times this mess inside here. 4 times 16 is 64. This is going to be 31 plus 64. And 31 plus 64 is 95. 120. I'm doing this twice, right? Because I just don't trust myself. 2 times 95 is what? 190. 120 plus 190 is about 310. Is that what I got here from my calculator? Let's go here. I did 310. Okay, good. So that's good. All right, so that's the mass of the phosphorus. Let's go back over here now and do the mass of the rather that's the mass of the calcium phosphate. Let's do the mass of the mass of the phosphorus. And the mass of the phosphorus is 2 times, really the mass of 2 moles, right? Phosphorus equals, okay, and there's my part, all right? So what it's going to be is it's going to be 2 times phosphorus, which is 62, divided by 62, divided by 310, which is about 1/5, right? So it ought to be about 0.2. 62, 60 divided by 30 would be 1/5. Wow, look at that. It's about 1/5. So that'll be about 20%. Let's do it. 62 over 310. is what I'm doing. Let's go divided by, recall, boom, equals, and it is. And I'm going to have to change it to 100%, right? But it's about 20%. 19.97. And it, to the nearest percentage. Okay, so it was 19.97. 19.97%. And so to the nearest 20%, it's going to the nearest percent, it's going to be 20%. Okay, and did some of that estimation pretty fast, but I want to keep the video short, and you can go back and look at it again if you like, or let me know if you've got more questions. Let's just check that. I think it's right. Okay, all right. So finding mass percent from chemical formulae. Again, what we did was we found the part, and we found the whole, and we multiplied by 100%. And the part was how many ever pieces of that you have for every one piece of this. Okay, good luck to you.